Hello, this is Shaky Beeves and welcome to my next video. I wanted to talk about something a little bit different today. I actually wanted to talk a little bit more about the news and the debacle, the battle that's going on between Modern Warfare and Battlefield at present. And actually, Battlefield haven't shown their cards. They're obviously perhaps even a while away from their next entry in the franchise. So it's an interesting one. Modern Warfare has certainly got the upper hand at the moment. But I just wanted to pick out a news story at present that had just popped up from former global brand manager of EA, Casey Casey, I believe his name is pronounced. And I'm just going to read through the comments, kind of kick off the commentary and the conversation I'm going to talk through today with you guys. So, just to quote Al Casey, I can guarantee that Call of Duty is going to go full Battlefield as time goes. EA DICE will need to step it up. Enough with visual focus. People care about gameplay. So yeah, pretty interesting comment from somebody who was previously an internal member of EA. And it's interesting. It certainly triggered something in me that I wanted to discuss with you all, particularly the comment on enough with visual focus. People care about gameplay. I tend to agree with the latter. Absolutely, I agree. There's no denying it. With the entry of Battlefield 3, there was a huge noise about it being a next-gen engine. The visuals looked fantastic. The old gen at that time, PS3, Xbox, couldn't handle it. It was incredible fidelity. Just managed to squeeze the game onto those consoles, but we couldn't get the 64 player base. So it's an incredible engine. Visually, it's stunning. And it's absolutely fantastic. But I agree, DICE don't need to focus on that engine any longer in terms of visual fidelity. Absolutely not. It looks fantastic, and as a player I'm really happy with the visuals that the game achieves. But I absolutely do agree with the statement that something has been lost with the gameplay, and I echoed this in some of my last videos. So, some of the mechanics, the gunplay of Battlefield Bad Company 2, the map design for Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3 was far superior in my opinion. So I absolutely agree that, for me, if DICE want to come back strong from some of the rockiness that's occurred with Battlefield 5, and with the fact that kind of Infinity Ward are waving all of their cars quite smugly at the minute, saying, look at us, we're great. If they want to come back strong, they absolutely have to steer away from visual focus and focus on those core mechanics and that gameplay. So I absolutely have to agree with Casey on that one. The prior comment, I can guarantee that Call of Duty is going to go full Battlefield as time goes. Let's be honest, I don't see the 100v100, 20v20 ground war mode that COD are introducing this time around as a threat to Battlefield's throne in terms of large-scale warfare and the true Battlefield experience. I think we're clearly overestimating Infinity Ward's ability to achieve a better end result than DICE first time round. So we're saying that Infinity Ward first time round, their ground war is going to be infinitely better than what Battlefield have been doing. I don't believe that, to be honest. I really don't. So I don't think that's anything for DICE directly to worry about. I think it still looks a little bit like a child trying a big man's game, being really honest. The vehicles look really lightweight and kind of skimming about on ice. They don't look like they've got the realistic heft and the audio design that the vehicles have in Battlefield. So I think that's a long way off if Infinity Ward are going to achieve the large-scale warfare and the true Battlefield experience that DICE have fine-tuned over multiple iterations of their franchise in Battlefield. They've been doing this for years, absolutely years, and each iteration, arguably not so much recently, but each iteration has got stronger and stronger. So I don't think, as much as everyone's making noise about the large-scale game modes available in the latest COD and the fact that you're going to have these big ground wars, I actually don't think that's anything for DICE to worry about. So that's my opinion on that comment from Al Casey. Interestingly enough, as we're talking about visual focus, I do feel there is something else that looks more threatening to DICE in terms of the latest Modern Warfare entry. I've watched a lot of videos of the latest Modern Warfare release, and for me, ironically, the visual fidelity that Infinity Ward have achieved with this latest entry in the COD franchise is actually the biggest threat to Battlefield. When I looked at the trailers, the gameplay, the first thing I noticed was how much more realistic the weapons looked, the textures, the lighting, the reload animations, the smoke coming off the weapon, and it's something I've always preferred about Battlefield. The sound design of the weapons sound way more realistic, the weapons feel more realistic, and that's something I actually really enjoy about Battlefield. So for me, that's the biggest threat to DICE's throne in terms of the latest Modern Warfare entry. If you think about it, the gameplay of COD is so slick, it's so fast paced, it's 60 frames per second, it feels really good to play, there's no denying that. And now combo that with better audio design of weapons themselves, better visual fidelity that looks closer to the fidelity that Battlefield achieves, that's actually the most threatening thing. They've finally overhauled their engine and invested in it, and actually COD should have done that a long time ago in this generation. So I think that is the biggest trump and the best move that they could have made in terms of trumping DICE. So yeah, so that's about it for me. That's my commentary on a news story that I picked up that I found was quite interesting. And that's my opinion. I'd love to know what you guys think. Are you interested in the latest Modern Warfare as a Battlefield fan? What do you believe in all the hype that this is a real threat to Battlefield's throne in terms of the large-scale warfare that they're now offering? Yeah, it'd be really interesting to hear your comments below. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around for the gameplay. It's an awesome match, and thank you for watching. Take care.
Listen up. Objective Bravo is lost. Be advised, Objective Alpha is now under our control. Objective Alpha is neutralized. Be advised, we have just taken control of Objective Bravo. We have taken control of Objective Alpha. Listen up! Objective Charlie is neutralized. Objective Charlie. Alpha is lost. We're just taking control of objective Charlie. We've lost objective Bravo.
发现敌人！发现敌兵！ 我要扔土雷了！
Okay, I found a hostile lab west of your position. Listen up. Objective Delta has been neutralized.
我发现了敌兵！
West of where you are, there's a hostile enemy. Okay, enemy anti-tank soldiers west of you. What? The network just got hacked. We've lost objective Bravo. We're taking control of objective Echo.
发现了敌人！